Hello, everyone. My teammates and I are going to present Carina case studies and analysis. So, Carina is a limited private company in Europe, which is considered as one of the largest glass manufacturers. So, Carina organization gained their worldwide clients' confidence and loyalty and became a reference of high quality with an affordable price glass. Their most important clients were international fine restaurants, hotels, and residences. But after years of impressive work, they realized that their glow and the glass tableware market will not last longer, and there will be no expected growth. These observations pushed the management department to brainstorm and come up with a solution to save their business and ensure growth. And after a research, they decided to expand into glass ornaments. And for this purpose, they leased a small manufacturing facility in Australia. So Carina went for three different products. Uh, a small a small one uh, that is selling for $9 per box, a large one for $11 per box. The the third one is a specialty ornament, which is for $17 per box. Actually, Karina is calculating the cost per box for each product using a volume-based costing system and precisely allocating costs to each product line based on the planned production of ornaments. And now I will let the floor to my colleague.
Moving to the calculations that Karina does. First of all, to calculate the total manufacturing cost per box for each product using the planet production as the allocation base. Here, this table contains the basic information for each product. For the three products, a small, large, and specialty glass. And to calculate the manufacturing to the total manufacturing cost, first of all, we have to calculate the overhead rate by dividing the total overhead by the total planned production, which is the cost to drive. And we found it 1.427. And then we have calculated the total manufacturing cost to each product by multiplying the overhead rate that we have found by the planned production, which is the cost drive for each product. And we found it 1,198,680 for the small glass, and $856,200 for the large glass, and 285,400 for the specialty glass.
Moving on to the total manufacturing cost per box for each product, using the total of direct materials and direct labor costs as the allocation base. In this table, we are going first of all to calculate the POR. Then we divide it by the number of boxes to find the total manufacturing cost per box. For the small colored glass, the total manufacturing cost per box is 8.36. For the large colored glass, the total manufacturing cost per box is 7.31, and for the specialty ornaments, it's 5.12.
Now we're gonna move on to the third part of the first question A, and we're gonna count the total manufacturing cost per box for each product. First of all, we started with the cost driver. We allocated each activity to its cost driver. We have 6 activities: production, scheduling, and machine setups. We have equipment depreciation, factory depreciation, quality inspection, packaging, and factory administrations. After that, we calculated the activity rates, which is total activity cost over the total cost driver. For each activity pool, we have its particular cost driver, and we did the calculation, and we found activity rate for each activity pool. In the last part, we will be calculating the total MOH for each product. We have the small colored class, the large colored class, and the specialty ornaments. And we simply multiply the activity rate to each cost driver of each product. And our calculation is correct because the total of the three MOH of the three product equals the total MOH given in the instructions. Now we're gonna move on to B comparison between the two methods.
The results using the volume-based traditional system and the activity-based costing system are different, as we can see in this table. The activity-based costing is higher than the traditional system because the activity-based costing is more accurate. It assigns overhead based on the activities that drive the overhead costs, and it includes the administration expenses. Moving on to the conclusions and recommendations.
Now moving on to the conclusion and recommendations. We recommend using ABC system. Why? It's because under ABC, a cost driver is allocated to each activity, which enhances the reliability of cost data and allows Carina to know exactly how each activity is consumed by each product. And if we're gonna move on to the process involved in implementing activity-based costing, we have the steps. Step 1, to identify costly activities required for the completion of the products. Step 2 is to assign the overhead costs to each activity. Step 3 is to identify the cost driver for each activity. Step 4 is to calculate a predetermined overhead rate for each activity. And the final step is to allocate the overhead costs to products. Not only that, but also the ABC system helps managers to make better decisions, being able to detect any waste and observe the efficiency of resources use, which helps them in the improvement of performance by managing resources effectively and maximizing profit. We have only one disadvantage, which that the cost of implementing such system is expensive and time-consuming, and that requires a lot of control and supervision. Thank you, everyone.